Hello, this is the Pr.1 Healer Tarot here on YouTube. I want to do a storyline reading on a young man, an actor who died many years ago now, 2009, 2013, August 19, 2009. I just want to say 19. What's going on? 2019, something must have happened. I just want to say that 19. I don't know. Something must have happened 2019. Something as far as him, whatever it is, even though he's not alive, I don't know, because that 19 wanted to just come out. But Mr. Lee Thomas Jackson, a 29-year-old young man who was an actor at the time, working on a project, said that he killed himself, committed suicide on August 19, 2013. I see that his birthday just passed, August. I just want to say all these things. Okay? Things just want to wiggle me all around. We got to get this storyline out. It has to be out. Okay? February 1st, I see was his birthday. So he just had a birthday, February the 1st. Okay, so, but he died years ago, August 19, 2013. He played in different movies, we know, Aquila and a Bee. Different movies he played in. He was in different things. So when eventually I heard about him dying, whenever it was, it wasn't at the time he died. It might have been years down the road, and I probably saw it go down the internet years down the road that he had died, and I was really shocked. It was after the movie was made, Aquila and the Bee. It was whenever it was past all of that, whenever I saw him. And it was sad to hear. But in the last 2 to 3 years, I wanted to do a storyline reading on him, but I just hesitated and didn't do it because it was pulling for me to do one on this young man, because it's like looking in his eyes, it's looking at the photos, looking at his eyes, it's like it was pulling me to do a reading on him. But just this week here, earlier this week, I supposed to have been doing a story on him, a reading, but I didn't do it. But I'm going to do it right now. Today is Friday, though, because it came back to me today, and I said, oh, I didn't do him. And God wants me to do him, so I'm going to do him, Mr. Jackson. Okay, let's see. It was said that it was he done away with himself, killed himself, murdered himself, committed suicide. But when I first heard, whenever that was, I didn't hear when it actually happened. I heard years later, I guess, when I saw it go down my computer. So that probably was within the last probably 6 or 7 years, 6 years or something like that, because I wouldn't have known that he died. But it comes down to computer different things, so that's how I saw that he died. But from when I saw that, I didn't think he killed himself. But just because I thought that don't mean it's not true. See what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like that with me with certain situations where it don't feel like it's true. But that don't mean it's not true. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to do the storyline reading because God want me to do the storyline reading as far as Mr. Lee Thomas Jackson, a young man who had lots of life to live. Now, I read that he had bipolar. So it's different people that I knew that had bipolar. And if you take those medications, any kind of medications for seizures or bipolar or different kind of medications for the brain or whatever, it is said that you can hear suicidal tendencies. I worked with children before, and the little boy, we had to give him his medication, and we had to sit in a room with him all night because he attempted to jump out the window. So maybe it do make people feel a certain kind of way. I don't know, right? But with this young man here, it just feels like that's not the case. If he took his medicine regular, if his medicine did whatever, it should have been changed. Get what I'm saying? To another medication. But I don't feel he might have bipolar, but it wasn't it wasn't high level. Get what I'm saying? It was low. Get what I'm saying? Because if it was high, he wouldn't have been able to do this acting and just live his regular life and do acting too. Do all the rehearsals, do the acting in general, and have his regular life. So evidently it wasn't too bad. He might have had it, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't affecting his life because he was able to do all of that stuff. And we know what rehearsing, you might rehearse and go over something 6 and 7 times. And if he could go through that 6 and 7 times and still wind up doing a whole movie and all of that, his bipolar was not that bad where it affected things like that. So, because he had bipolar, things can be blamed on things we know. Just because somebody is drunk, that don't necessarily mean that they kill themselves. Just because somebody had bipolar, that don't necessarily mean they killed themselves. Just because you take drugs and that don't mean you took the overdose. Get what I'm saying? So, God want me to do this storyline reading for whoever needs to hear it, or just as far as this young man, because truth have to be told, whatever the truth is, if he murdered himself, because there's some people who really care about him and loved him in this world, and they want to know actually, did he actually kill himself? Did he really do that? And if he did, why did he do it? Okay, so since this is a death storyline, I have to take these types of cards because they are abuse cards and healing of the soul cards. Cards when you hurt yourself to the core, somebody hurt you to the core, somebody murdered you, or suicide or whatever, any kind of thing like that that damages the person, the spirit, the soul. Okay, so I'm getting ready to start for Mr. Jackson. Okay, Mr. Jackson, tell your story. Only you can tell your story. Nobody knows your story like you and universe. You and God. Tell your story, Mr. Jackson. Say what you want. Say it, Mr. Jackson. Did you take your own life away from here? What was so bad to make you do it? Because people can say things. Or things can be said a certain kind of way to look a certain kind of way. Get my drift. If nobody was actually in the room with him when this happened, you can't say he killed himself. Somebody else could have killed him and put the gun in his hand. We look at too many movies to not know that. We look at too many movies. We see enough movies. Everybody who watching me, you look at enough movies to see people do stuff like that and put guns in people's hands and all kind of stuff they do. We look at too many movies. Okay? So, it don't necessarily mean he didn't, but I want to do the storyline because God wants the storyline done. So, and we will see, okay? Okay, universe, you know all about it for this young man, Mr. Jackson. This jumping out, this got blue right here. This jumping out. Let's take whatever this is. I don't know what's blue up in here. Okay, these. All these is jumping out. Okay, let's just go. Okay, he had dormant behavior he was holding on to for a keepsake. They light green. I'm just going to tell you if you can't see it, okay? We got number 3. So he was dealing with either 3 people something at 3 o'clock, something was the 3rd of the month, something was the 3rd month period, something was 3, whatever it was. He was assessing things and being assertive about something. Okay, this is a parent card. Will finding my parents even matter? This is a card where you want your parents, unless you was adopted. He was being adopted, so I'm gonna call it show business, because he is in show business, right? Movie business. So he's being adopted. Get my drift? That means the show business people had their grips on him, like they his parents. They control, managers, producers. They control. Get my drift? Well, finding my parents even matter? He might have been in a company of somebody who was a director, manager, or somebody like that. He was coping, but he had to defeat a failing. So he is trying his best to escape a situation, a person, or a situation. He really wanted to express. He was saddled down at the fortress, and the fortress would be his job or his home. Okay? He was tired of being controlled by somebody. No more bowing down to somebody, whoever it was. Because he had empty thoughts while time was going by. Follow me? He wanted to embrace his growth. Follow me? He changed his mind about a female, whoever she is. Follow me? So we hear right here, he's terrified. This is a rape card, so we can take it another way, okay? Because I use this 2 ways, okay? He changed his mind about a female. And the next card comes is he was terrified because somebody raped him to gain force. So I'm going to turn this around. So far, I don't see money. So I'm going to take it with maybe a female. Maybe he was terrified because a female might have accused him. Follow me? Because he changed his mind about a female. Look, you hear what I just said. Now here's the Jesus miracle card. He needed a double. Look at these cards coming out. He needed a Jesus double miracle. He needed a Jesus double miracle. That means something was impossible for him. Something was impossible. So if some female, for instance, accused him of raping her and he is terrified, he felt he couldn't get out of it. Look at the card. He needed to act, or somebody wanted him to act, so we can survive. Youth don't last for so long. He needed to exercise, or whoever this person, some female. That's all I see so far. He wanted, maybe who this female is, if not a female, whoever, somebody. He wanted somebody to take down the walls for love and cheat on his achievements, all the good stuff that he had going on. So we have that. Somebody was keeping their options open. Not him, but somebody. Maybe whoever the female is, I don't know. So he went somewhere right here with this card. It was a chamber of chaos. And then it was negative, follow me? So somebody needed to tell the truth and apologize, somebody. Because God didn't want him to stop loafing around and change house, get away from somewhere. Studio, somebody's house, somebody's presence, or wherever he was. So we have right here that he wanted to be treated equal and fair. They like green. So, see, we got another parent card. He got another parent card. Parents should not walk away. Will I ever know who born me? So I don't know. He was raised by his parents. Okay, let's just flow for a minute. So if he dealing with the what you call it, the movie industry, those people there had became his parents, seem like here, because they controlling like parents. Get my drift? Parents should not walk away. Parents, his own parents. Follow me? He want to know who born him, because these producers, managers, or whoever in the show business is controlling him. I want to know who born me. These people didn't born me. Get what I'm saying? His parents wasn't, these people was in control like they was the parents, follow me? So we have right here, he had to accept it and try harder in business or love. I'm ready for a healthy way of loving. He want a healthy way of loving. Because we got a female up here that he changed his mind about, and he need a miracle whip. Because I feel whoever she is, she accused him of raping her. She might have told him that. She might didn't tell nobody else, but she might have told him that. He was ready for a healthy way of loving because she wasn't a healthy way of loving. And these people who, his managers or whoever these people, they wasn't loving him either. Healthy mean he had to love himself. And if he had to love himself, that don't go with killing yourself. Get my drift? Loving himself don't go with killing himself. Did you hear what I just said, right? Next one is somebody wanted to seek revenge on him. The Negro, that's what he was. Okay? For no more lack, he had to start being responsible for himself or whoever this person is that want to seek revenge on him. Because somebody tried to dog chain him, use their muscle and control him. Somebody, either this female up here or his people in charge of him. So we got a female more than it's two ladies though, so I don't know who these ladies are. Changed his mind about a female, here another female. They two different females. One could be a manager, one could be a lady like whoever these ladies are. Okay, he is wondering how long it's going to be with a female. In work, in a relationship, or whatever this is. I don't know. Because he got to see it now. That the person had back your ways of thinking. One of these females, or a manager, a boss, or a producer, or one of these ladies, in love or in work, had back your ways of thinking. Didn't want things to change. He wanted to embrace his growth with this card here. That means move up, do something different. You get my drift? Or is the racial. And you know what the racial is. You know what racist mean, right? Out of whoever this is on this table. He see it now. Okay. It was time for him to be the conqueror, God says. Wearing certain kind of clothes exaggerated matters, but it didn't excuse somebody's bad behavior against him. So somebody has certain kind of clothes on. It don't excuse a person's bad behavior. So we got a cop, a security, or some kind of person in charge that got some uniform on, or the director's hat, the producer's hat. Somebody is in some kind of, wait a minute. I'm back. Oh yeah, whoever it is, like was in some kind of uniform, producer, director, whoever these people are, somebody with some kind of authority that can control, because they had certain kind of uniform, they was a certain position or whatever, but it don't excuse the person bad behavior, God says, right? No matter what they had on, or he had on certain kind of clothes, but it still don't excuse somebody's bad behavior toward him. It was time for him to be the conqueror. It is your time, God telling him to be the conqueror. Or whoever these people is, or whoever this person is, they felt it was their time to be the conqueror because they was wearing certain clothes and they felt they was in charge of him. Anything like that? Okay, so he is on the battlefield when he see that. He's on the battlefield in the situation. So we got a female. She knows the truth. She's not innocent in it all. So we got two females. One up here, he changed his mind about. One another one over here, he wondering how long it's going to be. She knew the truth. She not innocent. So we have right here that he is being torn down and able for somebody to build themselves up. Producer, manager, some female, or another female, whoever these ladies are. Okay? Somebody wanted to know if you go that way. If you go that way, tell me. If you're willing to indulge in whatever they want him to do. Cheat. Do this movie, do that movie, whatever it is they wanted. Be my guy or whatever they wanted. Whatever they wanted. They wanted to know, tell me, did you go that way? The next side is the God side. Are you willing to indulge Mr. Jackson and able to keep this person? Get what God's saying right here. That means, is he willing to indulge in whatever this person want him to do and able to keep his job, stay friends, keep somebody as a woman? Get what God's saying? I'm going to use an example, but it's just an example. Don't put it with that because I'm saying an example. If somebody say, is you willing to go rob a bank with the person to still be their friend? If you don't rob the bank with the person said you ain't their friend no more, is you going to rob the bank with them or you going to just go ahead and just lose them as a friend? I'm using an example. So whoever it is on this table, out of two ladies, whichever lady, or producer, manager, or anybody in some kind of control, whoever these people is, whichever one of them, some kind of way, wanted him to do something and was asking him, do we go that way? Will he do it? Whatever it is. And God coming back at Mr. Jackson saying, are you willing to indulge Mr. Jackson to stay in this movie deal, to get this movie deal, or whatever it is they wanted? So I'm sitting down at the table, wherever they were. That's not it. I gotta get some more. So they wanted him to do something out of whoever I said on this table. But God was saying, was he willing to indulge to hold on to a movie? I'm using that for example because I don't know nothing enough. I'm just using it for example because I know he a movie star, so I gotta say things that he related with. Stay friends with somebody. Have a movie. Or whatever it is. I don't know what it is they wanted him to do, whoever this is. Let's just flow. Okay, universe, give me some more for Mr. Jackson. You know all about this young man. Did he murder himself, universe? He needed a Jesus miracle. That's no joke. That's an impossible card. That's an impossible card. He needed a miracle badly. 2 miracles, put together miracles, because it was impossible. Something was impossible for him. It's like there's no way out. So that card, I turned the card around because a lady name was up there, so I turned it around to the lady. Follow me? Because the card says he was terrified because somebody raped him or stole from him. But I turned it around and took it to the female because it was a female right here, that card up there. So I turned it around and made it, he was terrified because whoever the female is might have said that she was going to say that he raped him, that he forced himself on her. And then that left him where he felt he had no way out because it's not true. And maybe people won't believe him. Get what I'm saying? So I turned it around unless something actually happened to him. I don't know. But that female card was up there, so I felt like maybe a female lied or said she was going to go tell or some kind of way put pressure on him or whatever. So let's just flow because God says she's not innocent. So let's just see. This channel is about spiritual justice. So whatever justice Mr. Jackson has to receive, he's going to get it from whoever hurt him, whoever, if it's like that, whoever did him wrong, because it said he wanted equal and fair. So we already see he didn't get equal and fair in some part of what was going on in his life at that time. So let's just see. Okay, which one? This one jumping out up in here somehow. This one. He was achy and it worried from something. He was traveling at night. It was wake up time. It was time for him to continue his life. Thoughts were scrolling at the duplex, at the house, at the building. To please his soul, he knew he must go to get away from somewhere. Okay? Because place a nickel on a stone and make a wish. Pick a dream created for yourself. This is a card when God wants you to pick something for yourself. So maybe he picked the movie business for himself, but maybe he needed to get out of it. Okay? We got somebody was hugging him on base conditions, wanted hugs on base conditions, wanted to use him on base conditions, or whoever this is, for certain situations. Seemingly something became a mountain for Mr. Jackson. It was showtime. Life was like a movie this bad. Somebody measured and tested and saw what they could get away with Mr. Jackson. It was awful. Because something happened on a weekend with Mr. Jackson. She saw it, he seen it, whoever saw it. God said no more base conditions as far as growing money for Mr. Jackson. God wanted Mr. Jackson to find other ways to make money besides the movie business. During the winter time. He had to sow a seed out of the pain that he got and keep it up. Okay? He had to soup things up in me and get everything together in his mind for a speedy recovery. Because he was sustaining himself at a shelter, a place that was not even his home. So we have right here, he had to be strong, tough, rough, beautiful, handsome, and know that when to make the right moves in his life. If it hurts him, he needed to voice it and talk. Because his soul was crying out for conclusion. Because somebody was good and hot with him, whoever it was, outside or in the hallway or outside. Okay? Somebody wanted jointness with him. Somebody wanted jointness with him, and he was a trailblazer. Maybe one of them females that I saw on the table. Or he wanted jointness with somebody who was a trailblazer. Okay? God says to him, don't let what he seek ruin his life, because he couldn't find it as far as in the movie business or one of these ladies or whoever. So somebody was fixated on his sexuality. Okay, it says that he had to show that he could build his future and cheat on his fortune. The next card, God wanted him to have a stable mind, and how much would it take for him to change and have that stable mind? So this card is a religion card, but I'm going to bring it to leaders. All his leaders, his God, his managers, producers, all them people that try to control in the movie business. Was he molded by a religion that tells him whatever, or a set of rules by all the people that was considered his leaders that told him what to do? So he is searching for a female. That's another name. So that's 3 ladies. So I don't know what lady that is. Okay, let's flow. The moisture, he felt the moisture and what this took from him of something happening to him. Because somebody was trying to figure something out. Working hard on trying to figure something out. It wasn't him. Because somebody wanted full revenge on him, alright. So it's 2 cards where somebody wanted revenge on him. See what I'm saying? Because he chose to stick a fork in somebody, or somebody chose to stick a fork in him. Follow me? It said camouflage wouldn't work because he had a sixth sense about it all. This is his card. So he was acting doofy. It's like when, in a way, you think something, but then you try to push it to the side when you know it's truth, because it goes with the sixth sense over here, right? But he need to cleanse his mind. So he is in a beautiful state with a foreigner. So far, it looked like a female accused him of rape. So if it don't go that way, it happened to him. You heard what I just said, right? Because these are his cards. This here, achy, this his cards. These his cards. These are his cards. Look what you see me picking up. These are his cards. This is his cards. All these are his cards. Right here what I'm picking up. Follow me? Revenge. There's 2 revenge cards in here. Moisture, what it took from him. Somebody wanted revenge on him. Two cards are saying somebody wanted revenge on him. They're not saying he did anything to nobody. So if this woman or if somebody accused him of raping and they wanted revenge, and he didn't even rape anybody but the person throwing that out there because they mad or whatever, and they throw that out there and say, well, I'm going to say that you did this, and he feeling like everybody in the media and everybody is going to believe it like they believe everything that they hear anyway. It felt that could have been overwhelming to him. Or if something happened to him, if he got raped, if it happened to him, that still would be overwhelming. Get my drift. But we got 2 revenge cards. Somebody wanted revenge on a Negro. So that's a racist card right there, because racist. Alright. We got 2 revenge cards. He had a sixth sense about going somewhere, or wherever he was at some kind of way. Camouflage wouldn't work. So let's just flow. Universe, give me some more for Mr. Jackson. Universe, you know all about it. Did he murder himself? And a way for me to see that he murdered himself some kind of way. Because we see some reasons right there. But if he actually murdered himself, the card, that one where it's like when you get a psychotic break, if that card come out, because I don't have cards that say a person killed themselves. God didn't give me the cards that say anything like that. The closest to that, if the person did it themselves, is the card where the psychotic break card, the supernatural card. That's the closest I'm going to get to somebody committing suicide card. So if that card come out, universe, you know all about it for Mr. Jackson. But Mr. Jackson take himself away from here, universe, because it said he needed a double Jesus miracle. That is 2 revenge cards. Somebody was after him, wanted revenge on him. 2 cards saying revenge. Okay, universe, where are you, Mr. Jackson? Show me your storyline up in here. This your storyline up in here? Is it? This one too. Mr. Jackson. Show me your storyline. Show me your storyline. Okay, that's one too? Okay. Let's sit here for Mr. Jackson. It says you're on your path. Mr. Jackson is not here, we know, but he's in the spirit. Okay, Mr. Jackson, you on your path, so you with spirit, you with God. So he on his path, he with God. Get my drift? He in spirit. He on his path because he in the spirit. Okay? But back then, when he was doing his movie, some kind of way, he was on his path because he wanted to embrace his growth. And he is going to go forward. So I don't see anything so far that show that he was actually really unhappy, because it says right here, tension. We got tension, some kind of way. Tension came. He had to enjoy the life that God continued to give him and be happy again from whatever these people did to him. Because we got a man that know that he must respect him. Some man that wasn't respecting him. Okay. Now it was vital for him to get on his path if he wasn't on it. And then God was going to say, yes, he on his path. Follow me? So we have right here that he is going to begin and go ahead. He got a lot of path cards. He was an earth angel. The path cards mean here earth angel. Oh yeah, Mr. Jackson was an earth angel. See the path cards? And he Aquarius like me. A lot of us are earth angels. The Aquarius sign. Because he February the 1st and my birthday is next week. Mr. Jackson. I know he was nice. Okay. I feel that he was a nice person here. Okay, he had to look in the mirror. Because the mirror tell him the truth, whatever it was. Or he was dealing with somebody who needed to look in the mirror. Get my drift? Okay, he's dealing with a Taurus love. Somebody act like a Taurus. Somebody was an earth sign. If they wasn't a Taurus, or somebody who needed to get grounded like a earth sign. Okay, he's dealing with a Gemini, or somebody act like a Gemini. Somebody two-faced like the Gemini, or whatever it is, right? He is going to be frank with, or was going to be frank with him. That was a comrade to him, right? There was some talking some kind of way in his surroundings. So we have right here that somebody spent the tables around on him. And it was repercussions because of something that I guess he did. I don't know. Or he didn't do. See, we got a lot of God cards in here. We got a lot of God stuff in here for him. And it looks like somebody had it in for him. Let me just flow a little bit. He should not believe man's word, God says, but only believe in God's word. Follow me? He put his total trust in God. See, here we have got God right here. God had to intervene with this card. This way God had to intervene and get in the middle. When somebody angry with you and got hatred for you, God got to get in the middle to smooth that out. Get my drift? God has to. Right? Or some kind of way he was at a party. Some kind of way. Whenever. With some guests. 15, 5, 6, how many? Gathering, party, movie studio, wherever he was. He was somewhere at one point. Because he wasn't at court. So we got to put this with something. He was at rehearsal. Whenever, right? But still, he needed God to intervene. Because somebody told him something and God says, don't go with that. Because that person, men lie, women lie. Okay, he need to focus on himself now. Follow me? So we got somebody who could have been 37 years old. Somebody could have been 73 years old. We got number 7, number 3, number 10. Could be dates, birthdays, or anything that could be. Time. Okay, thoughts were spinning in his mind. And someone is anxious here. Right? So he had to save his energy for the future, God says, right? Because, see, God got a lot of, oh my goodness. How many path cards he got? This the, 1, 2, 3. How many path? 1, 2. Let me see. 1, 2. He got 3 path cards. I love when I see the path cards. Oh my goodness. He had a healing path. Like me. He had to leave destruction behind, and destruction was whoever, maybe the movie business or whatever. Something was destruction that he was hooked onto as far as his job or people he's hanging with or whatever. Oh my goodness, it's just getting bad. It's just getting worse. He was willing to do something because of fear and force. He was forced to do something. Get my draft. He was forced to do something. He is given no other choice. So if he murdered himself, as people are saying, he was forced. Get what the card's saying. Now, what would make him force himself to do that? Okay? If not that, something else was done where he was forced to do. Okay, so we have right here. Somebody was blaming things on money problems. They figured it'd be the end of their money problems. Or he felt something would be the end of his money problems. Anything like that, whatever. So we have the loss of a loved one. Letting go is very hard. So this would be for his family over there. So we got this one. No more pill popping. Follow me? And addictions or drinking. Right? So he is dealing with somebody, some kind of way, who took pills, had addictions or anything like that. They said they don't do it no more, and they wanted him to believe it, that they don't do it anymore. Okay? He wanted somebody to bring the emotional love to him that he needed, because it was intense madness with somebody, whoever it was. Somebody who was a pill pusher or a drunk or whoever this person was. Okay? Somebody was trying to get him to do something he don't indulge in anymore. Get my drift? Whoever it was. Wanted him to do something he don't indulge in. You know how people try to drag you back? You trying to get off drugs, they dragging you back. Get what I'm saying? Whatever it was he indulged in. Follow me? I don't know. Okay, somebody with the devil energy. Could have been a Capricorn. Don't have to be a Capricorn, but it could have been a Capricorn. Somebody act like a Capricorn or earth sign in general. But whoever it is, he needed the person to lay off, because of whoever it was trying to drag him back to a habit or whatever it is, something that he used to do that he no longer do. He got an epiphany. Follow me? After that, and he was jovial. The next one is this here. Either he felt boxed in. He might have thought that because this is a room on this side, but bear with me. Or panel, and follow me. So I'm going to say different things. Either he felt boxed in from dealing with whoever this friend is, or whatever that's on drugs or drinking, or whoever this person is, or he just felt boxed in. He felt boxed in from his job or whatever, or he might have felt a certain kind of way as far as if some lady accusing him and say she's going to say that he raped her or something. Maybe he felt like he might go to jail, so that would be a box. Or he ended up in a box because he got buried. I mean, he was in a casket. Anything like that? So the next one is he had to go forward and get on this path. Okay, so that's how God had it. He had to go forward to get on his path. Once he went forward, God was going to say he was on his path. But he had to get away from whoever these people is that try to drag him back to something. Somebody's trying to drag him back to something he don't do no more. A habit, something bad. Because God called it destruction. Follow me? God wanted him to save his energy for the future. He got a lot of path cards. He got 3 path cards. 1, 2, 3. God was pulling him to go forward. To go forward. This is God cards right here. God wanted him to go forward. God had plans for him. He was a healer. He had healing work. Heal. Not destruction. Get my drift. We got a lot of God cards in here. Somebody had revenge on them. Let me just see what this one universe for Mr. Jackson. Somebody tried to cheapen his life with this card. I can change it and say God didn't want him to cheapen his life. I need that other card to know for sure if he killed himself though. They saying that he killed himself, so I can make it that way for a minute. He cheapened his life, himself, because they said that he murdered himself. If that's even true. But I'm gonna say that God didn't want him to cheapen his life. Or whoever these people is that he had problems with cheapened his life. Because it says the ex is not for him. Some ex-friend, ex-lover, ex-somebody, ex-boss, ex-producer, ex-somebody wasn't for him. But the person figured, well, nobody's perfect. People make mistakes. Because God said right here's a crystal layer of hope for him. Right? Dealing with whoever this person is. God told him don't be showing your problems. Didn't want him to show his problems because he was dealing with a biller that owed him money, or he owed money to. Let's flow for a minute. Do he owe money or the person owe him money? I feel the person owed him money because I saw the card he wanted equal and fair. So I feel the person owed him money. Somebody owed him money. So we had the jobs right here is neutral. The billboards. So I feel like it was neutral. So I don't feel it was a lot of work. But somebody owed him money. Y'all like right here. This don't go in here. Sorry about that. This is alright, this don't go in here. It's in here though. Dang. Hey, I don't know if God want me to say it or not. They don't go in here though. This don't go in here. This a healing card. We all couple for. No, I don't want this. That's not the healing card. That's the love card. How did this get all over here? Wait a minute. Is this a healing card? It's a love card. This is a love card then I guess. Let me put it in here. We a couple. We a couple for more. I can still say the card though. I'm gonna just say it since it was in here. We a couple for more than just sex, right? Because somebody had like some kind of something going on with them. Get what I'm saying? Blister or whatever. Get what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it anyway since it was in here for some reason. I don't know. I'm gonna say it anyway. It was in there. Okay. But it really don't go in this batch of cards. It come from over there. Okay, daily life make people rethink things that they need to change and see. So we have right here that someone is a money machine he was dealing with. And somebody wanted him to take off every layer. That means take off his clothing. Follow me. Somebody. So we can take it to God. The God way for this is God wanted him to let somebody have it as far as talking to them, straightening them out, let them know what it's going to be and what it ain't going to be. Straighten them out, you know what I mean? I'm not taking off my clothes, this and that, or whatever you had to say. No matter if the person is a boss or whoever the person is, it don't matter. Straighten the person out. That's the God way. Follow me? But this card actually really means what it say. Take off every layer and reveal the naked soul. So somebody wanted him to undress. Somebody who got a lot of money. Somebody in charge. It gotta be somebody in charge. So somebody didn't notice. You can't see it good. That he was of a different caliber. He was not somebody to be like coming at that way. He was not like that. So here we still got sexual cards. See, I just threw one over there and then it's still coming back. See what I'm saying? Here another one. Letting go. Somebody was letting off their sexual tendencies. Whoever this person was, he was connected to. But he needed to clear his mind. Somebody was acting like they the big man. Giving them, I'm the boss. I'm the big man, or whatever the person was talking like. He had to see it for what it is. because he is dealing with a Pisces, a water sign person, a Pisces person, or anybody that act like a water sign at that time. He need to beware of that person though. He is wallowing in his pain, Mr. Jackson, because God said he is simply the best. So we have somebody, he felt like somebody left him out in the cold, Mr. Jackson. Or somebody felt Mr. Jackson left the person out in the cold, right? Either Mr. Jackson or whoever this person is liked the color coral, or they was living around corals in the water. He was going to challenge it, Mr. Jackson. Challenge what? Self-love is key. So I don't see nothing so far. This is not a death card. This is a love yourself card. Look what it says. Self-love is key. It's not for the person. This is his card. And he was going to challenge it. Challenge what? Self-love. So we have right here that whose blank is this? So we got something somewhere it has no business being. If he had glass doors, somebody behind the glass doors, or something in his windowsill, something in his car window, something on his telephone, or something in his glass, right? Because this is glass. This card is focusing on glass, right? But something was in one of them places you heard me say that should not have been. Follow me? Next one is he was feeling a rehearsal, lecture, job, the studio, or wherever, party, the courts. He was somewhere whenever he was, because it's a lecture. So that means him and somebody. It could be two people, one person, whoever he was talking. Somebody looked at him as easy because he was the lone wolf. Get what I'm saying? I'm the lone wolf too. Yeah, somebody looked at him as easy. Somebody was acting like they was the big man here. That's a lot for Mr. Let me see. I can't tell what it is. I can't see. I'm good with that. That's not okay. Universe for Mr. Jackson. Mr. Lord, I need something else. So far, it don't look like Mr. Jackson killed himself. That card didn't come out. I'm trying to end it though. Let's see, universe, give me something to end it for Mr. Jackson. Did Mr. Jackson murder himself? Did he do that? Because it's two cards saying somebody had revenge on him. On a Negro, to be exact. Somebody had backward ways of thinking, and that's racist. Somebody didn't want him to change up. He see it now because he wanted to embrace his growth. Somebody wanted him to indulge, but was he willing to indulge with what these people were saying, or this person, and able to keep his job, or whatever it is, to stay friends? He got a lot of God cards in here. A lot of God cards. A lot of them. Okay, universe, give me something else for Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson, tell your story. To the people out here that liked you as a star, and they want to know, why did you leave here? Did you do it? Was you overwhelmed by different things that's in the storyline, and you did it because of that? Or did you not even do it at all? And able for me to know that he ain't do it at all, it gotta be certain cards come out. If none of them cards come out, and just that other card come out, I'm gonna know he did it himself. But still, if he did it, it had to be because of all of the stuff that was put on him with the storyline you heard me say. So if that supernatural card come out, I'm gonna know he did it himself. But he ain't just do it because of no bipolar. He did it because of all this stuff was put on him from these people. But if that don't come out and any of them other death cards come out, I'm going to say that somebody murdered him. So I got a murder card, a manslaughter card, a put out card, the X out card, and the twig on the tree card. All 5 of them are death cards, murder cards. So let's just see. If none of them come out and that other one come out, it's gonna help me which way this going, because I'm trying to end it. Okay, universe, Mr. Jackson, this jumping out up in here. One from Mr. Jackson. Tell your story so I can finish it. Tell your story, Mr. Jackson. Did you take yourself away from here? Somebody wanted no more excuses. Excuse my French. We got the funeral home. So we got the funeral home. He ended up in the funeral home, or somebody he know needed treatment. Okay, so we have right here that how much would it? And it says how to control things the best way he could. He had to have structure because he's analyzing something to see where it stemmed from. So he said okay to something he shouldn't have. He need to learn to fight his battles. It's like if somebody say, come on and go here, or whatever it is, and you really don't want to go, or whatever it is, he went with something he should have just, he need to learn to fight his battles. That means don't just go with stuff. You know, if it become a battle, it just become a battle. You don't have to agree to everything. Okay, let's flow. So we have right here that, why do he allow others to dictate his religion, or just rule him and dictate to him how things need to be? And that would be the movie business, if not his religion. He need to be free to make his own choices, because he kind of went along with somebody right here. Okay, something was flimsy and it was torment for him. Okay, so we have he had to go ahead and fight for his life, God said, and start running. Only he could make this happen in his life. So we have right here that God says he need to get straight to the point, out of eye contact, no biting his tongue, and tell somebody, whoever it is, what it's going to be, what it ain't, or whatever he needed to tell this person. Okay, knowing all money is green. This is a card where God don't like this kind of job. This is a job that he had, or some kind of way of making money. God didn't like it. God didn't want him to have. He chanced it and he chose. So we have right here, he wasn't going to let his emotions stop him from going to another place, whatever place, because it says right here that he was getting his freedom from a fortress. He was trapped some kind of way in something, in a contract, in a house, and with something. He was trapped. Get my drift? Trapped. Like you somebody locked you in a safe and you can't get out. You're trapped until somebody come get you out, right? He was trapped. Okay, so we have believe what you wish and making a change. So he decided he's making a change and changing up with something in his life. Somebody was running up his bills, running up his accounts, running up his tab, or somebody was owing him money that he didn't get paid. He liked style and he liked having fun. So we have somebody wanted their needs met by him, but that was considered abuse. Needs romantically, or needs as far as him doing his movies, or whatever it is the person wanted. Whatever needs. He had to look at his life. And if he didn't see any progress from the year before, he had to ask himself why, not God. Okay? Do not refuse to help that God send someone to lead him to his path. So God was going to send him some kind of help to lead him to his path. Let's flow. So we have, he was dealing with somebody who was gay here, because is you a man or you're a woman? So whoever this person is here was gay since school age. So he's dealing with somebody like that. So whoever the person is, producer, manager, friend, whoever this person is, I don't know, somebody. So we have right here that because the person do plenty of good, he need to stop holding the person up and the person's wrong. Because somebody wanted him to plant a seed of playful energy, where he wanted this person to be more kind. So something was on his phone that could help in his case. That means pictures, text, videos, or whatever. Voicemail or something. So somebody insinuated something with sharp words to him. So this is a twin flame card. So let's just flow. It was a crystal, it was a thin layer of hope. This is a twin flame card. So this a twin flame card. This somebody who you love. Let's just flow for a minute. So I can. So if it ain't actually if it's not his, like a person who, a lover, a person like that, girlfriend, boyfriend, or nobody like that, maybe it would be like a boss, because they somebody you care about. It can even be your parents, somebody who you care for deeply. But this really is, a partner card, so I can take it other ways. Okay, somebody worked hard on showing in their action that they didn't care about him, a guy, whoever he is. So we have right here that where did he get that behavior at? They are light green, thinking that is love. So somebody wanted him to think about something for a little bit, but he said, I heard that before. So somebody was flirting with him, but not flirting, just talking. Only you, babe. If the person was flirting, right? The person said, only you, babe. But if it's not flirting and the person just talking some kind of way, it got something to do with business. If it's just regular talking and the person wanted him to, I guess for some kind of position at work or something like that. I don't see that card yet. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to end it though. Let's see. I don't know how far I went. Let's see. Let me see how far I went. Universe. Something I had to do. I can't tell at the top. Let me just do another one.